Maps and geospatial information is not something which is a rocket science. Most of you have used maps to come here as well. But what is the difference between a paper map and digital map is that when you're using these maps to come here, you are also able to get to know that what time you reach, how much you're traveling. That's the kind of combination of technologies and information systems which are working together to make a service. And the beauty lies in making something which is a service. There's so much of information around there, which we saw a lot of this information presented by our partners. But what is that? How to make this information serviceable and usable to do your work? We are living in a digital age. Nobody can deny this now after the COVID, which has pushed us into digital age. But digital age is also building a digital twin. And digital twin is nothing but a digital representation of physical world in the real time, which means that as it is building up, you are updating that information. You are making a model which is real time, very dynamic, very authentic. Like you are building a lot of physical infrastructure, roads, highways, railways, buildings, utilities. All that physical infrastructure is very important, so as a digital infrastructure is very important. And digital infrastructure is nothing but an ecosystem of information which you collect from various departments and keep on pushing into a platform which helps you to make use of that knowledge. And everything is somewhere at some place and it is changing. In that backdrop, I think what I would say is that digital infrastructure is very important. And where comes the role of geospatial infrastructure is that geospatial is at the foundation of the digital infrastructure, which means that everything which is where you are mapping that on a location. Just let me give you an example, like, most of you have seen, like I struggle every day in the morning when I go to the bathroom that, my water in the bathroom or the shower, the outlet of that bathroom is not as aligned to the elevation. That water will always drop there and you have to use the wiper to actually clean that and push that water. What is that? It's nothing but a kind of a simple couple of inches elevation difference. And when you're building kind of utilities and infrastructure, seaways, electricity, seaways or water, you will have to use very high quality positioning infrastructure. And that's where the role of geospatial knowledge comes very handy for engineering work. And we need to actually develop those kind of capacities by strengthening our geospatial infrastructure. And that's where I think the state of UP, which is undergoing through transformation of industrialization. There's so much of happening around this. If the state of UP also looks at building a state-level information infrastructure, a state-level information infrastructure, which will be a kind of information platform which will bring all the information and deliver the services. In that case, your departments will not be using different kind of standards or different kind of protocols. You have to invest into a state-level information infrastructure, and in that case, look at making a geospatial infrastructure as well, which means strengthen your positioning infrastructure, strengthen your data infrastructure. And that is possible, but you need investments for that. And the way you are making physical infrastructure in the partnership with the private sector, same way you have to make digital infrastructure in the partnership with the private sector. And thankfully, a month before, this was not a reality, not a possibility, but today it is a possibility because Honorable Prime Minister has announced the new geospatial data policy on 15th of February. And that new geospatial data policy allows private sector to map, private sector to invest into mapping infrastructure. And that's where I think the government should look at it. State level information infrastructure, I'm still emphasizing that state-level information infrastructure is the key to be a part of information economy. And that information economy will help you grow better, efficient, cost-effectively, and make this entire thing service-driven. Thank you very much.